This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Christine Stanwood with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. ABC15 on the scene after flames and explosions erupted at a propane storage facility in Phoenix. Our Ashley Holden catching us up from this chaotic scene.
I'm Ashley Holden, and for the last few hours we have been here watching this propane tank storage facility that has been on fire. You can still see that crews are doing an aerial attack, but smoke has really dissipated. At one point it was billowing up clearly into the sky. Fire crews telling people to make sure that they're not breathing it in, that they weren't getting it on their skin. They were hearing explosions. They've been sharing video with us. We're going to have a lot more from them coming up tonight at 10 as we continue to cover this big fire here at this propane tank storage facility.
Some people living in Cochise County are being told to prepare to evacuate because of a wildfire. The Robles fire is burning southeast of Tucson, and at last check, it's 0% contained. It has grown to about 3,500 acres. The good news, though, crews were successful overnight to shift Robles away from communication towers. It's estimated at least 39 million people live with migraine attacks. Health experts say this extremely hot weather can not only make migraines happen more often, but also more severe. Changes in barometric pressure, extremely high temperatures, and the threat of dehydration all combine in the heat, causing an increase in severe headaches. So if you're struggling in this heat, seek help.
The disorder, despite being very, very prevalent, remains underdiagnosed, misdiagnosed, and often undertreated as well. So again, patients don't need to suffer. Talk to your healthcare provider, your neurologist, or your headache specialist, because there's a lot out there that can make a difference.
Now, there are a number of medications available to treat migraines, including several nasal sprays. The latest one was approved in March by the FDA. Supply chain experts say this tornado damage at a North Carolina Pfizer plant could worsen drug shortage issues. This site supplies more than a quarter of all sterile injectable medicines used in U.S. hospitals. Products like anesthesia, pain blockers, and anti-infectives. The U.S. is already in the middle of a shortage, and currently more than 300 medicines are in short supply, including cancer drugs. SRP could be building a new water reservoir just northeast of the valley. The Arizona Republic reporting a House committee endorsed a bill to greenlight this project. SRP is comparing two sites near Apache Lake. This new reservoir would be used exclusively for hydropower, generating electricity for people in the valley. The bill will now go to vote in Congress. In an Impact Earth report, we now know the stress this heat can put on our power grid, but help may be on the way. SRP passed its first congressional test to build a new reservoir near Apache Lake. That means excess solar power during the day would be used to pump water through turbines from the lake up 1,000 feet to the reservoir. And as the sun sets, the water is released back down through the turbines.
What pumped storage does is allows us to store that energy while it's being produced in the hotter hours of the sunlight, the hotter parts of the day when the sun is out, and then be able to store it and then dispatch it onto the grid as the sun's starting to go down while it's still hot.
The project will help increase its future renewable energy output. A House committee passed the bill Wednesday, extending the land available for power projects an additional 2 miles on the south side of Apache Lake. It now moves on to the full House. And if you're going to the Morgan Wallen concert tonight at Chase Field, Phoenix Fire wants to remind you to stay safe in this heat and drink plenty of water. Yesterday, multiple fans had to be checked out by paramedics after standing in line for hours outside of Chase Field. Lines this morning began well before 10 a.m.
This brutal valley heat wave continues. I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. We added another 110 plus day to the tally, another 115 plus day to the tally today, and another morning with lows in the 90s. So we are breaking records left and right. The only record we haven't set yet is the tally for the 115s in a row. That record is 6 days in a row set in 2021. We may break that this year as this relentless heat continues. Excessive heat warnings for the valley now extended through Sunday. days, so our weather action days will be too. And heat advisories continue for the higher terrain as well through at least the end of the week. Here tomorrow morning, 93. That could set a new record. 119 in the afternoon again, which could set a new daytime high record. And a slight chance of isolated storms very late at night. Those storm chances will be important as they ramp up into Sunday and Monday. If we get the rain, we could see some relief from this heat.